Welcome back to your favorite hunting television program, This is Africa. I'm your safari booking agent, Andy Buchanan. Folks, contrary to popular belief, lion numbers in southern Africa are doing very well, thanks to the vast tracts of wilderness that are protected by hunters' dollars. This week, we search for an old boy, past breeding age, kicked out of the pride, whose trophy fee will help keep these wilderness areas safe from mining, farming, and human encroachment. Folks, to say things get interesting is an understatement. So grab your popcorn, get comfortable, because you don't want to miss what's coming up.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa.
Hunting as a conservation tool, it's important to take the older animals that are closer to the end of their life, closer to not breeding, and that's the sustainable part of that.
Quite a lot of black mane at the bottom. It's probably 4 to 5 years old, but nice looking line. Nice little sighting in the river.
A lot of times with a well-managed area, that ends up resulting in larger animals if you care about that sort of thing. But I think as you mature as a hunter, you care more about the age than the size. To be able to take mature ones and focus on that and ensure that it's sustaining the populations, is a huge emphasis, very important, I think.
The bush here is extremely thick, so opportunistic hunting is a must.
Shoot this one at the bottom, the male. Shot. That was a good shot.
So I was able to take 2 of those, so that was interesting. I did not expect to take more than 1, but that was exciting. Driving around, I thought, oh, I have a great day, I'm set. And then a kudu ends up showing up in the bush, and thanks to Andy spotting it. Yeah, the shot felt perfect. Right on the point of the front shoulder, he was quartering towards me, and now I'm shaking, so I'm excited.
Yeah,
it took me forever to find him. He was, really called the ghost of the...
Yep.
Okay. Andy spotted a nice kudu from the truck, and really hard to see. I couldn't find him in the bush for, felt like an eternity. Eventually Dalton got me on him and made a perfect shot right on his front shoulder. And he went down not 5 yards away. He is just magnificent, very old, and beautiful. I love him. That was extremely exciting. A very large kudu, beautiful, beautiful animal. Wow, my day is set. A magic day, couldn't get any better.
Folks, some people say I have the eyes of an eagle. So anytime that my trackers are struggling, I'll just step in and take over. Yes. The joys of being a cameraman, that's eyes of an eagle.
I have my kudu bullet. They were able to find that in my kudu. It performed really well. It was perfectly mushroomed, and the kudu didn't go far, went maybe 5 yards. So I'm extremely happy with the Swift A-frame out of my Blazer R8. Driving back to the camp, it's kind of dusk, getting a little bit dark, and they say civet.
So this is a civet cat. There's quite a lot of them in these hunting areas. At most baits you'll see them. They'll come to most baits. We've actually videoed one on the lion bait a few days ago. They adapt very well to the environment. They eat fruit, they eat meat, little bugs, beetles. So they can survive pretty much anywhere. They're not dependent on one source of food. So it's an incredible little trophy. A lot of people try for them. They're not very easy to get, especially when you can't shoot at night. Shoot one in the day is very rare. They are beautiful little cats though, and a great little trophy. So well done.
Yeah,
folks.
unexpected. That was
very well done.
Amazing, something I didn't even think to get, so I can't thank you enough.
No, well done.
That's awesome.
Very well done.
What's your turn is over on the Plains game. I was feeling generous for some used to handing her the rifle for the Plains game, and so now we'll have to argue over it.
Yeah, number 4 today, but I don't know.
It was a really, really cool trophy to take. So yeah, that day, 4 animals was unexpected, but very exciting.
This is Africa is brought to you by River God Adventures. Adventure beyond compare. This is Africa is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company. Bullets without equal.
We are back in camp. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and we've had an interesting development. Another lion on bait on the other end of the concession, so we're just warming ourselves before we brave the freeze all the way across the concession, and hopefully he's a nice lion. It's a good lion.
We just came to check a bait, and the lion was here, and fortunately we got to look at him to determine that he is a good one, so that's good. And we're going to replenish the bait, make a real simple blind as quiet as we can, and sounds like Price said this evening, and cross our fingers.
Oh, well, yesterday, the other PH and I were setting baits, and we saw this big dark lion run across the riverbed over here. We both got very excited, of course. So we came back with photos from the trail camera. Today we're back setting a new bait, and we just saw the lion move off. So we're gonna hunt here this afternoon, get Mike the lion, I hope.
Exciting.
It's very exciting.
Fingers crossed. Try to make a blind quietly here, as quietly as possible. Not disturb the area too much and let him come back, and hope it works out this evening. We've been working hard to get to this point, and obviously the whole team has more than us, but there's been a lot of work and time gone into this. And, yeah, see if it works out.
I got his excitement for him. I'm ready.
It's not the best distance, but naturally it's just been here for the whole time. We saw the lion this morning, so we don't want to make too much disturbance. So we're just going to sort of set up Mike off this log. It's about a 98-yard shot, which he's pretty comfortable with, as long as he's got a steady rest. So we're just clearing a shooting lane, and yeah, then we're going to sit Mike down, get him comfortable, and then come in this afternoon. We're going to clear a path on this elephant path all the way to the road, and we're going to walk in this afternoon. We're just shooting the rifle at the exact distance of what the lion should be at this afternoon, just to make sure everything's on. You never know what happens with these guns in the back of the car. They might just move a bit. Alrighty, that's dead. Yes, paper is dead. Unfortunately, our target is finished. But that's the reason. It was shooting nearly 2.5 inches to the right. So we've moved it back, and that's the importance of checking these guns just before you go in, especially for a lion. You want to make sure it's all good, and we are good to go.
We spent a lot of time looking at all the different cats that we had on bait with trail camera photos and videos, and again, emphasizing that age. So we had a good idea that he was an old cat, but when we saw him the day before, we ended up sitting for him in person. Dalton was able to know pretty much instantly that he was very old, and everyone was really excited that we had finally found the one to go after. We had passed a couple previous cats, and they were mature, but they weren't old, and they were legal and ethical to hunt, but we just wanted that really, really old one. So everyone was really excited. I take hunting very seriously as far as shot placement and being ethical, and especially when it's dangerous game, it takes another level. I shoot competitively, I prepare extensively with my guns and ammo and practice.
This is Africa is brought to you by Pulsar, unmatched night vision and thermal imaging. This is Africa is brought to you by African Sporting Creations for your African hunting essentials.
Good shooting, brother. I've hunted with a lot of people. To see a shot pulled off second like that onto a lion, that was incredible. Very well done.
What do you think, Mike?
The big lion came back in just now. He stopped very slightly quartering away before he got to the bait. I got him positioned, was solid, and took a good first shot, I believe, but hit him with the second one just to be safe because he was still there. Yeah, it's really exciting and shaking.
Congratulations.
He's pretty.
Did he go down or not?
No, he stalled. He stalled like this. And he tried to cut across. Your second shot hit him right in the, I saw the shot hit him in the, just behind the stomach here. Shh, 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 shh. Just be careful. I can hear him making noise. I just saw him because I could hear something walking at the bottom there.
You never like to make a mistake, but I clearly remember settling my breathing, making sure I was steady, picking a spot, squeezing the trigger, and you know when you make a bad shot or you don't. And there was just something there that didn't feel right. All those checklist items were good for me, but something was just a weird feeling.
This is Africa is brought to you by Boyd's Hardwood Gun Stocks, the world's largest manufacturer of hardwood and laminate gun stocks.
What I wanted to do was show people how magnificent Africa really is.
I cannot thank Andy enough.
This is my 12th trip.
He took care of everything for us.
You're open and honest, super easy to talk to.
It was perfect.
This place is heaven.
It's exceeded all of my expectations.
Very knowledgeable.
And he's good at what he does. Probably the best that you could get.
It's not when we'll be back or if we'll be back, it's how often we will be back.
This is Africa is brought to you by TIA 5, turning dreams into African safaris.
It's going across into this opening. Let's go around. Last time that was sound somewhere. Yeah, got that. That was sound somewhere. Shoot him again.
Shit, bro. Yes, oh man.
Well done, my friend.
Now we know it was a little bit far back, and the only thing I could think of was analyze this more quartering when it wasn't. A lot of emotions, a lot of work goes into it. You try not to rush, but are they going to leave, or what are they going to do? And obviously, it got very dangerous for everybody.
Shoot him again.
Didn't ever want to have that situation happen. But yeah, it was a huge relief in that it ended, everyone did their job. Didn't ever want to have that situation happen. It was a huge relief in that it ended, everyone did their job well, with Dalton and I shooting and the trackers flush them out and things like that, that it ended safely. And then after that kind of settled, it was really humbling to have the opportunity to take such a beautiful animal that was so old. And
oh my gosh.
Like I said, I mean, exactly what you look for when you're looking to sustainably hunt an animal like that.
Yeah, those two bullets stopped him in his tracks.
Where did they hit, Dalt?
I think in the chest. Yeah, he's there by the trackers there. Obviously, he knew that this path is what we were going to come on, and he just set us up. Look at his track here. He was in full tilt here. You got the most of that one. Jeepers. Now this was the perfect line for us to take. I truly believe he's probably 8 to 9 years old. His teeth are really worn down. It's a perfect trophy to take out, and I think patience has paid off. We could have shot a 5 to 6 year old lion on day 5, but we were patient, and I think it's paid off. This hunting of a lion is never easy. It's very monotonous. It can be, emotions go up and down, and it's not easy. But I think we've held through, and we've managed to harvest one hell of a lion.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem, buddy. Pleasure.
Folks, it's been a phenomenal couple of days hunting. We've turned down numerous younger lions, and when this guy came on bait, Dalton was immediately very excited.
Very.
Weren't you, Dalton?
I was.
What did you see in him?
Well, the main thing obviously was we actually bumped him this morning, and the color was a true standout, how dark he was. And then his face, his jaw drop, and just the size of his head was a good indication that this was the perfect line for us to take.
I think, you know, this will go down in the memory banks for everyone forever.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fantastic job guiding, Dalty.
Thank you very much.
Good job there, Mike. Court, thanks for being here for our Lady Luck. And folks, we'll see you right here next time on the Sportsman's Channel for another episode of This is Africa. Folks, are you not entertained? And Mike, thanks again for letting me book your African safari. Don't forget to visit the website TIAFIVE to check out all the TIA merchandise you can get, as well as that cool knife that I know you all saw. So folks, stay in touch, check out our YouTube channel. This is Africa TV, loads more videos. Thanks for watching This is Africa, and we'll see you right here next week for another episode of This is Africa.